Hi everybody, welcome to just a quick tutorial on how to upgrade your world or your dedicated server on Valheim. I am currently running a dedicated server and I required this to upgrade the server for Mistlands because some of the players had already discovered some of the Mistlands biomes and they were unpopulated when the Mistlands update came out. This can be helpful if you wish to continue on your current world rather than starting a new world, or if you just want to reshuffle your Mistlands and update the content in there if you've already explored all of your Mistlands content that has been generated. So we're going to get into this today. I'm currently using Vortex as my mod manager. I'm not going to go into how to download or install that. There's plenty of other videos out there, so you'll need to know a little bit about that already, but let's get started. So this here is Vortex, and here are the mods that I've got installed. For doing this, you're going to need the Beponex pack, you're going to need server dev commands if you're updating a server, you're going to need the unstrip managed for Beponex, and you're going to need the upgrade world mod. That's the main one there. You can find upgrade world by going to Google and typing Valheim upgrade world, or you can go to Nexus mods and search for upgrade world, and you're going to want to manually download that and move it to Vortex or R2 Modman or whatever mod client you've got. On the upgrade world page, if you go down to files, that's where the upgrade world is, and if you go to description, back to description, and you'll go down to upgrade world, you can find them. That's the modding guide made by the publisher of upgrade world. That modding guide will look something like this. I saved it to my desktop, and that's got all of the commands that you can run and what they do and how to use it. If you're like me though and you read through that and it looks like a bunch of gibberish at times, and you're struggling, that's where this guide might come in handy. So after downloading and installing it, we're going to want to enable it. So we've got it enabled. There's two ways to do this. You can either have that server dev commands and you can go log into your server and upgrade world that way. If you do it that way though, however, you're going to want to go and find the server files. So we're going to go this PC, C drive, users, go to your user that it's saved under, app data, local low, which is where you'll find Irongate, and in Irongate you'll have Valheim. Opening up Valheim will bring up this screen here. If you're updating it off-site, if it's being hosted on a separate computer, in your admin list you'll need to place your Steam user ID in here. So remove that line of text, place your Steam user ID, and that'll give you access to be able to run the console commands on a Valheim server as a external client. You can find your Steam user ID in Steam. Go over to Steam, and you want to go to yourself, profile, and it will be in here. I'm not going to go and give away my details, but that's where it'll be. You add that to your admin list and that'll give you access to be able to run the console commands as a client connecting to the server. The way that I did it, however, was I moved my server files from Worlds Local. So I took a copy and I moved them over to Worlds and put them in here. So there they are, server backups. I did that so that I could update this file rather than messing with my server files, so that if it didn't work or if anything went wrong, I was just able to revert and back to the old save and nothing had happened, and then try again. Thankfully, however, it didn't happen that way. Everything went to plan. In the modding guide from the publisher, it does say that there are safe areas around some of your
Hey guys.
safe areas around your bases, and they're done by using campfires and base items, and it will provide a 300-meter radius around those items. So hopefully shouldn't be too many issues. I did notice, however, when I upgraded one of my worlds, that the Yagaloth spawn got reshuffled, and I'd already done Yagaloth and beaten him, but the spawn site for Yagaloth was gone. It disappeared. So, to get into it, after moving your worlds from worlds local into worlds, you can then open up Valheim. And we'll go and run the command. To be able to open up the console on Valheim, you'll need to go into your library on Steam, right-click Valheim, manage the properties of Valheim, and you'll need to change on how Valheim opens, and you'll have to put -console to allow you to be able to open the console in Valheim. So we're going to go to Asgard, which is one of the... So over here is my server, and I moved my server files over to here to update them. I've already done this, but we're going to update Asgard today. So we'll open up Asgard, we'll run the script, and that'll show you how to run the script in game. So this is where we've spawned. There is a Mistlands just up behind us. We're going to go F5. We're going to type in upgrade. Mistlands. _ world gen. Start. So that will give us the command line for updating Mistlands. If you want to, however, check what things can be upgraded, you can type in upgrade, space, and then you can use tab. That'll give you a list of options. And these options are all in that user guide on what can and can't be updated. So we are doing Mistlands. So we're going to hit start, and we're going to run that command. As you'll see, it freezes for a little second while it works out what it wants, then it runs the script. So you can see it's redistributing locations. This is how some things may move if you haven't got workbenches around them. So for example, Yagaloth was at the top, and it will redistribute. It's doing the crypts, swamps, stone towers. You can just force regen just the Mistlands biome. You don't have to do the entire map, and that's a different command. You can find that out in the list of commands on the mod page on that how-to guide that they've provided. For myself, oh there you go, rock just disappeared from underneath us. Zones reset, 135 zones reset. So you can see there, that rock we were standing in just disappeared. So we've got a complete world regen. So there's a Mistlands biome up behind us that we'll go to. We'll have a look. So as you can see, it's already been previously explored on my map. So it's now also purple, which is nice. That means things have done something, because otherwise it would be that off colour that Mistlands used to be, the greeny brown colour. There's a wall of mist that's also promising. And look at that, we now have instances in the Mistlands. So we've got rocks and there should be some hares around here. A couple of trees. Let's find some local wildlife. Maybe. Once our stamina regens, because I haven't got the rested buff. As I always forget. As you can see, that's taken effect. There's a creature above us somewhere. The Gajal, however you pronounce it. There we go. So yeah, the wildlife is here and the vegetation is here. So that's Mistlands completely upgraded. Which is exactly what we wanted. If we return to our base, we can check to make sure that the areas that we hopefully protected are protected. So we'll run back to portal, back this way. So down there's that rock that disappeared on us. We'll just come down here. Pesky mosquitoes, I tell you. You can see we've got some of our structures down here, so that means they haven't been touched. So that means the workbench did its thing, but we'll go through there and we'll make sure that our base on the other side of the portal is intact. So there's our friendly locks. Ah, who seems to have walked over my portal. Less than convenient. Either that or my portal's deleted. So we'll just get a portal back. Spawn, what great orc eyes. The great orc eyes can come. Beautiful. So we'll go through here, and that should show us that our base is intact, which it is. So the workbenches have done their things. So on the modding guide for Upgrade World, it says that the workbenches will provide a 300 meter radius of safe zone around player built items. Take that with a grain of salt. I, when doing this the first time, placed many more than one workbench per area that the players were building in, just to make sure. I then went back around after upgrading the world and checked all player built structures were left untouched, just as a safety precaution. So when using this mod, I recommend taking a copy of your save file first and saving that out of the Valheim folders, maybe on your desktop or wherever you want to save your backups, just so that should things go wrong, hopefully they don't, but should things go wrong, you have a safe spot to refresh to, and that should give you peace of mind that you can use this upgrade world safely. I believe that's everything that's needed for this tutorial. We can just put out a Valheim now. And that's everything for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope that helps. Any further questions on this, I'll try and endeavour to answer them. If you just post them in the Vortex, not Vortex, sorry, the Nexus mods page for the mods. If you post them in their posts, you can see I've already answered one person's question somewhere on there, just on how to use this. That's why I'm doing this video. I'll try and answer that and get back to you. Thanks for joining me. Have fun.